In the HaNissim, we tell of the Greeks' attempts to pull the Jews away from Torah study and our miraculous victory over the Greeks. We continue with the words that afterwards your children entered your sacred abode, referring to the Beit HaMikdash, and we describe how they cleaned out the Beit HaMikdash that had been defiled by the Greeks and lit the candles of the menorah to give praise to HaKadosh Baruch Hu. A number of commentators have raised the question of why is it that in the HaNissim we refer to the Chashmonnאים as your children, Benicha? Why is this analogy of our relationship to HaKadosh Baruch Hu, resembling that of children to their parents, used specifically in this context when the Chashmonnאים rededicated the Beit HaMikdash and renewed all of the Avodah? Rav Avram Yitzchak Sorotzkin, in his Rinat Yitzchak, Chanukah Upurim, suggests an explanation based on the Gemara's comment in Bava Batra and Daf Yud Amud Aleph regarding the dual nature of our relationship with HaKadosh Baruch Hu. The Gemara notes that Am Yisrael is at times referred to as HaKadosh Baruch Hu's children, and at other times as HaKadosh Baruch Hu's servants. This depends, the Gemara explains, on whether or not we are osin ritzono shel mokom, whether or not we're fulfilling HaKadosh Baruch Hu's will. When we fulfill his will, then we're considered as beloved children. But if not, chas v'shalom, then we're the status of servants. Rav Yitzchak Bluger, as Rav Sorotzkin cites, explains the phrase Osin ritzono shel makom as a reference to enthusiasm and passion in our fulfillment of the mitzvos. We're considered HaKadosh Baruch Hu's children if we serve him, not begrudgingly, simply to discharge our duties, but happily and with zeal, eager to fulfill the Ritzon Hashem, just like children want to fulfill or please their parents. If, however, we observe HaKadosh Baruch Hu's laws without a desire to fulfill Ritzono Shel Makom, to please him, and with nothing more than a sense of obligation, then we are only avodim, servants, but not as children. The Bach suggests that the Greek persecution befell the Jews as a punishment, al shehitrashelu b'avodah, that they were lax in regarding to the avodah, the service in the Beit HaMikdash. Reb Sorotzkin suggests, therefore, that this might refer to apathy and disinterest, performing the avodah strictly out of a sense of obligation, without the fervent desire to fulfill HaKadosh Baruch Hu's will. And thus, after the miraculous victory, when the Chashmonאים proceeded to cleanse the Beit HaMikdash in preparation for the restoration of the avodah, they did so as Benicha, as God's children, enthusiastic and passionate about the great privilege they had to serve the Creator. They set out to rectify, to improve, to change the lethargy that had been surrounding the avodah, which brought about the crisis. And now, when they entered with excitement and zeal, they were prepared to truly be, once again, Benicha. And that's the reason, perhaps, for that word, which we find at the end of HaNissim.